Parent grandparent sponsorship is a program that a lot of folks are interested in after they receive their permanent residence and they want their parents to come here permanently. We get tons of phone calls from folks asking us, I am a permanent resident now, I want to bring my mother, my father to Canada permanently as soon as possible. How can I do that? If you want to know about parent grandparent sponsorship, stay tuned until the end of this video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Dhruv. I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. At our firm Effizient, we assist all prospective immigrants with their immigration to Canada. So if you need any assistance, if you have questions, here is our contact information. You can call us, you can email us, you can WhatsApp us. We would be happy to chat with you. Now, before we move into the step-by-step parent grandparent sponsorship process, let's answer the comment of the week. This is a comment on a restoration of status video, and the comment is that if my status has expired and I left back to my home country to gain 1 year of foreign experience to increase my points, do I still need to do the restoration? That is an excellent question. The answer is no. Restoration only needs to be done if you are staying in Canada, if you want to restore your status in Canada. If you are already leaving Canada, then there is nothing with regards to status in Canada. Status in Canada does not exist if you have already left Canada, and hence no restoration applies. Restoration of status only applies if you continue to stay in Canada and you want to restore your status inside Canada. If you have left, you don't need to worry about this process. I hope this answered your question. Now, coming back to the parent grandparent sponsorship program. Now, guys, first of all, if you want your parents to come join you in Canada as soon as possible for a long duration of time, yes, parent grandparent sponsorship is the best way, it's the ideal, but it is not a quick way. It's not going to happen right away. So you need to consider parent grandparent super visa. Parent grandparent super visa will allow your parents or grandparents to come here in Canada and stay with you for 5 years in a row. It's an alternate to parent grandparent sponsorship, and you can do it right away. You don't need to wait, and it's the easiest and the fastest way for you to bring your parents here. And at the same time, you can continue applying for the parent grandparent sponsorship. Now, the step one for parent grandparent sponsorship is to first of all ensure that you are in fact eligible to sponsor your parents or grandparents. The basic eligibility is you must be at least 18 years of age, you need to be a permanent resident of Canada or a Canadian citizen, and the most important is the income requirements. You need to meet the income requirements for the size of your family unit. Here on the screen, you can see the income table that is required for you to sponsor your parents or grandparents, and the income needs to be for past 3 years. So you can see the income for 2021, 2022 and 2023. So I'll give you a very simple example. Say for example, you in your family, you have yourself and your spouse, and you want to sponsor your mother and father. So in total, the size of the family becomes 4, and in that case, for 4 people, your income in 2021 needs to be 49,106 Canadian dollars at least on your notice of assessment, or the combined household income needs to be this much if you combine your income and spouse's income. In 2022, it should be 64,306, and in 2023, 66,466 Canadian dollar per year. Accordingly, make sure you know your family size and you know the income requirement, and ensure that you meet that income requirement before you make an application for parent grandparent sponsorship. Now, that is one eligibility requirement. The other is that you need at step 1 to submit an interest to sponsor form to IRCC. This interest to sponsor form is at the moment closed. At the moment, they are still, and so far they have drawn out folks from 2020 onwards. So far, they haven't opened the form yet. Hopefully this year they will open the interest to sponsor form again. You need to put your name in, and then immigration will conduct draws, because there's so many people who want to sponsor their parents and grandparents, and there's very few spots. Immigration does a lucky draw out of the pool from the interest to sponsor forms, and then the few lucky ones that get invited can only apply for the permanent resident. Then you see the step 2 is that you need to wait for IRCC to do the draw. They will invite you based on the draw that they do, and they will send invitations to apply from the interest to sponsor form candidates that they had. Now, once you're done with step number 2, the step number 3 is you have received the ITA from IRCC to sponsor your parents and grandparents. Now is the time that you need to do the application. This is the time where you need to submit the application for permanent residence on behalf for your parents or for your grandparents, and here is where you need to prove your income and all the other necessary documents for the application. So in summary guys, first thing is, if you want your parents, grandparents here right away, super visa is the current way to go, and then of course whenever the interest to sponsor form open again, you need to put your name in there so you are considered in the next draw. Make sure you meet the income requirements for the prior 3 years to be able to sponsor based on your family unit size. And then once you receive the ITA, make sure you submit a complete application. And that's the process to bring your parents, grandparents here as through parent grandparent sponsorship. A lot of folks ask me, is there a faster way? What else can we do? They talk about the HNC application for permanent residence. We won't go into the details for that, and it's not as straightforward as people think it is, so we'll save that for another video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you are notified about any new video that we upload. Thanks a lot for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.